Welcome. What is really good, beautiful souls and spiritual gangsters? Happy Tuesday. If you're watching this on the replay, shout out yourself, where you're watching from. I would love to see more international peoples coming through. That would be so dope. Per usual, clear out some energy real quick before I get into these reads. Let's see, let's see. What's up, what's up? Welcome. Yes, you can. All right. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm like, this is kind of like a Sunday for me. All right, so let's take some of this first. I'm just like catching up for the day. So take some of that. I'm gonna take some more too. Welcome, Jim. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Brianna, you missed Lady's Night. It was pretty chill. It was a pretty chill night, but I liked it. The reads between this platform and the next one, they were pretty good. Let's get some of that going. All right. So remember, it is viewer's choice, so you can ask your own questions. And while y'all doing that, let's see what the collective energy is saying. Like this little smoke effect. Ow. Can y'all hear me though? How is the audio? Because I've been trying to use a microphone. Ooh, letting go and focus showing up here. Collective energy at 17 and 22. Fire signs could be significant. I'm also getting water. Butterflies on this though. And choices showing up here. Ooh, who's doing the shadow work here? Doing shadow work. Love and cycles showing up. Volume cuts in and out. Y'all hear this? Like when it when I tap on it. I know I need to project, but I'm like, damn, even when I use a microphone, that's annoying. That is annoying if I still have to project with a mic, but all right, whatever. It is what it is. Let me know if you can hear me better now. I should put this to the side. Let's see. All right, listen, y'all can't keep coming in with the repeat questions. Ask something else. We already discussed. We'd like a general, which if that's the main part of your energy, it may show up. But all right, cool. Let's switch over to. All right, so just a quick, you know, when I say viewer's choice and almost anything goes, like I want y'all to be intentional with your questions because just think about like how things work really because it comes down to choices. Jim is asking, when will my breakthrough happen? Like the thing is, are you actively seeking breakthrough moments or are you waiting for it to happen? So please be intentional with your questions. Like I can do generals, but this is based off of energy. So if your energy is in like, yeah, I'm in breakthrough mode, I'm doing things, making things happen, making energetic moves. Said both. All right, that's fair. That's honest. I can appreciate the honesty. Um, all right, yeah, please. If you just want a general, that's cool, but intentionality with questions, that definitely helps when it comes to clarity. Clarity, like a clear star night, that's how these messages come up. What happens when, oh no, I put it over here. What happens when I tap this? Do y'all hear me tapping? Does it like go in and out as I am? Let's do audio tests. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Does it sound any different? All right, you gotta help me out here. Yes, no, yeah. What's the yeses and what's the nos? Is it different when I do this, or is it? All right, listen. I sound clear now. Okay, all right. So maybe it's just Mercury retrograde things, temperamental microphones, and whatever. Okay, cool. All right, so general for Devon, please and thank you. What's the vibes? What's the message? And then Brianna, you be next. No, actually, this is Jen. This is a plug and play mic. I have a unit plugged into my device, and it's supposed to be like whatever I guess the signal because I don't use like the Bluetooth on my phone. But yeah. So y'all just let me know, keep me updated in the comments if you can hear me or not. But, hopefully that is the last of audio issues for the evening. All right, let's get this general message. And Brianna, did you want a general as well? Let's see. For Devon, what is the general message? All right, so we have Nine of Cups to the Eight of Swords. A lot of swords here. A lot of mental activity. This is like trying to figure out how to like make improvements. Ace of Swords showing up here. This is okay. Emperor to the Three of Pentacles. This is like really try like the mental activity. Nine of Pentacles. Don't overthink because it's like if you're looking for ways to improve things, all right, you may be overlooking like the simplest of solutions. Like, don't think you have to go like grand because this is giving go big or go home. Like, you don't have to do all that. Um, but yeah, Nine of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Just watch, be careful, especially with the Hermit to the Seven of Pentacles. Watch your spending here because it's, you know, that whole big, go big or go home. Like you may exceed your budget or coming close to exceeding budgets very quickly because this is giving like, you know, splurge a little bit, but let me put these over here. Get message. Creative, yes. Just know that I have a queue. So if you'd like to hang out, grab a snack, some hydration, and come back, I can absolutely take care of. Why is the seat showing up? Beauty energy. This is like, what? High Priest of Spirit and Cycles. All right, yeah, just be careful with High Priest of Spirit and Cycles. Like if you're being a little too frivolous with funds or, you know, trying to, that's that go again, go big or go. I just keep hearing go big or go home, but it's not about that. It's about establishing something and being smart about it because this is calling for some, you know, some wisdom here to use some wise moves and to really like make sure that with the Emperor energy that you are like dotting I's, crossing T's, not really letting anything, making sure the paperwork is there. Because I just heard like if you're thinking about just going off of somebody's word, if it's like somebody that you know and you're like, you know, all right, well, we can take care of paperwork later. No, paperwork now. Fun times later. Because, yeah. Why is this wishing energy keeps coming up for a lot of people, but yeah, no, don't. This is giving the energy of with the high landing on a high priest of spirit with the cycles. Like, don't get caught up in a cycle where you're just making arrangements based off of, you know, it looks good, it must be good. Like, no, make sure that you are handling business. Like, don't take anybody's word for it right now. You have to lock in paperwork. This is getting like not being aware and being a little too open with business transactions right now. Anything? Y'all are funny, so just be unique. Angel messages for everyone when it comes to this situation, please. Transformation. Okay. Like I feel like this, you may have needed to hear this because this is like but yeah, have fun with it too. Like, create more so of a balance, like with this. Just make sure you're not putting out that energy like everything's all good when it comes to business. Like, no, make sure you're stepping up and ready to handle it, and then you can have fun later. Like, you know, make sure the business is take care of up front and then enjoy later. But transformation. So this, I feel like this event, regardless, is going to like have its upgrades in ways. All right, but again, just watch your budgets. All right, Brianna, you are up next. And if anybody is new, welcome. Subscribe. You're welcome. here. I see you. Just saying. Listen, you have, let me see. I'm gonna tell you like how many people are ahead of you, and you tell me if you want to stick around. So I'm doing Brianna right now. Next up would be Jim, if he still wanted a reading. Um, then Tobias. Let me see. Hi, Starry Night. If you wanted a reading, let me know. And then Creative, you came in. So you let me know. And just make sure, like, y'all, if you're joining the queue for reads, like, and have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Because, yep, temperance is a balance. It's a balance of energy. It's give and take. Give and take. All right, so let's. Brianna, did you ask a question? I'm sorry. I'm like, this has been a long day, and I'm probably going to struggle with comments. Like, just straight up. Um, okay, she said do a general, and then whatever comes out. Got you, got you, got you. All right, let's see what the general vibes is. Yes, Ariel, you would be after creative. And PJJ, you would then be after. So let's see. General for Brianna, please and thank you. let's there was time on the clock, but I want to make sure I'm getting to everyone. So I'm gonna case by case, okay? Ooh, a lot of twos. I like. Okay. I like this for you, Brianna. This energy is saying, yep, you doing it. You doing it. You on the right path. You are aligning. This is giving alignment. Page of Swords to the Hierophant. I feel like this is like the journey. This is talking about the journey thus far. You've come some ways energetically. You have come some ways. We got two twos here, so you could be seeing a lot of twos. Two. Just two energies. So this is balancing light and dark, kind of incorporating that in energy when it comes to your light and dark, masculine, feminine. You feel like more balanced. You feel like, the good days are more happening more so now than before. You're starting to see more opportunities come up. Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. That's because you are in alignment. Supreme showing up here. This is the highest card in this deck. All right, so you see all the elements, you got it right now. So try to hold this vibration, whatever vibration you've been doing, whatever your routine has been doing, like whatever, yes, keep doing it. Okay, you are on the right path energetically right now. So keep that up. This energy, yes, a whole lot of yes to this energy. It is showing balance. It is showing, like, seeing things from a different lens. All right, you're coming from a place where the rose colored lenses have, you kind of like dusted them off a little bit, and you're seeing things like, oh, in a better light, individuality showing up here. So definitely taking care of self. Just heard like going within, valuing your own perspective for a change, or like seeing yourself differently. Let's showing up, flying over here. So, just be careful. You're not, with this Page of Swords to the Hierophant, like not cutting yourself off completely. All right. You definitely, because I see denial here. Denied. Denied. This could also lend to an external situation since we have the King of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. So if there's any energies around you right now, definitely don't forget about numero uno. I feel like you're you're already kind of like nah. Somebody's in that energy though. That, and you could feel like this warrior energy taking on a more boundaried and firm, like, yeah, no, forbidden. You shall not pass. Forbidden and warrior. You shall not pass. Okay, with that undercurrent of of this Two of Cups, High Priestess of water energy, still, still allow those moments of reflection and just to do wellness checks with yourself. All right, make sure you're checking in because yeah, but overall this energy looks good. Like I really don't have like much notes after that. It's like supreme energy. Yes. Starry Night, you are, let's see. Oh, Monroe, I didn't realize that you were in after Brianna. I'm sorry, I missed that comment. So I told you the comments are just not my thing right now. But Starry Night, you would be, yes, after Tobias. Black, aka Black Oracle. I'm sorry, like I'm just gonna start like if y'all have a particular name you want to be referenced by, say that. If not, I'm just gonna start calling everybody by their handle. Just makes it easier so people know who I'm talking about. Okay, slippery. Yeah. That star energy, vulnerability, and freedom. Like, definitely feeling more free to be yourself and step into a more grounded version of you. But this is definitely an upgrade. This is definitely an upgraded version. The High Priestess and the Supreme, yeah. You're in upgrade territory right now. And it's only going to continue. Look at this. Healing energy and holy love. Ooh. And this is giving like if you are trying to attract soulmate energy, it is coming. It is coming. And that protection around you, angelic protection. I like it. This is great. This is great energy. I'm gonna grab one more. Yeah, keep surrendering. Because like I feel like you have released certain things, like maybe certain habits, activities that like made you feel like weighted or burdened. So keep doing that. Keep releasing things and or people that just really have nothing to do with how you want to vibe right now. Trust the universe. Keep trusting. Keep surrendering. Keep healing. Most importantly. But yeah, everything is looking good in your world. And it's going to get better. Like I'm telling you, this is like upward trajectory. Whereas before you may have felt like roller coaster type ride energy, now it's like, yeah. Yeah, baby. All right, I like that. So somebody looks like Tupac. Who's that? Was it one of the cards? I don't even. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, so technically Monroe would be next. So Monroe, if you were still present, and then Jim, and then um, and then Tobias, and then Starry Night. creative, and then PJ if you're still present. I doubt. I don't know. Monroe wants to know what is the true energy behind the way I attract people and why do people feel drawn to me? All right, so basically, like what energy you project. Ariel negative, creative was here before you. I saw your comment after, so if you are willing to wait, and that is if they even stick around, because sometimes people are in and out, but that is what it is. But as it is, like let me get through the queue. Like y'all posting questions, and I'm not there yet. So pause, please, and thank you. If you just want to enjoy the vibes until then. No, you said you were after what you call it? Oh, Black Dude on the. Oh, okay, Black Dude. I'm sorry, I'm catching up. Like I said, comments are not my thing today. All right, so I'm trying to keep up. Listen, it's like what day is it? It's Tuesday. It feels like Friday, or it should be Friday. That would be great if it was Friday. And I'm not with the shits tonight. Like, go up in the spaces that you feel comfortable. Like, don't come up in here with your long verses. I'm not with it tonight. Like, I don't understand that. Go up in the spaces where you feel welcome and appreciated and you feel supported. Like, this is obviously not the space. All right, so let's tap in and see what energy Monroe is. Like, what energy? All right, well, I'm laughing. That's good. You may have like a really good sense of humor. Like people may like telling jokes, or you're just naturally funny. Take it how it resonates. But some people may say like, "Oh, that was funny," when you were like, "What? I was being serious." All right, what energy does a Monroe next? Oh, okay. Okay. People are like, you have a passionate spirit that people feel kind of just like very comfortable around. You have like a silent authority at some point. But you know what though? It's different. I'm picking up different energies because different people view you differently. But starting first and foremost, the Ace of Wands. All right, so that like you speak with passion, like you speak with conviction, you speak like you've researched, things, a thing or two, not like overly so, but enough. And like you connect on a level with the Three of Swords. It's like people feel like you've been through some things, like can understand magician energy to the emperor. Like normally magician, like I would say that people will like understand that you're not really in it for the games. Like this is giving like no manipulation, more so just steady, a steady vibe, like very comfortable presence you provide, a grounded presence, patience and empathy here with the Seven of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. It's giving like a grounded presence that people can pick up on. Like you seem to be like a wealth of resources. I don't know if anybody's ever called you like a walking encyclopedia, a dictionary, or just like you seem to know um different things about different things. Like it seems like valuable information that you can bring to the table. So people appreciate that. And energy speaks a lot of the times before we do. So, if you don't think that people can pick up on the energy that you're putting out, like false. Energy is very loud sometimes. What is the deceit and the denial? All right, message. What's that message about? What is the message? Forbidden. Okay. Just be careful because with self-worth and denial showing up here, it's like really don't over evaluate because this is giving like forbidden. Like this is something like you shouldn't even be telling all this. Shouldn't even be asking all this. Like just be careful like you're not being too sensitive with the high priestess of water here. Like you're not looking for, rejection, or you're not looking for, over evaluating what people are thinking about you. Because if you go around like, oh, I wonder what they think about me, I wonder what they think about me, like you're just, no. Self-worth is showing up here and denial. So, being able to accept that not everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. Like, learn to be unlikable because it's giving like, if you're placing too much value in outward opinions, like that's a waste of time. That is a waste. But yeah, you already have a grounding presence to you, so don't overthink it. Like, don't overthink it here. What's up, Miss Nika? And Christian, like, like what? Why do y'all not go to Christian rooms? Like, I don't get it. This is a non-denominational space, all right? I don't know religions here, and whatever you believe, that is your business. I'm here to do readings. That's it. So go about your business. Go to the spaces that receive you. Not tonight. Not with. I'm with shenanigans most of the times. I'm not with the shits or the shenanigans tonight. I'm like, no, no. All right. Anything else for Monroe? Please and thank you. It's complicated. Your energy is complicated right now. So, finding, I think that last message probably, if anything, was something you need to hear because it's like sometimes you find yourself overthinking that part. Like, how do people feel? Like, don't, if anything, yeah, reflect among yourself, like, as far as the energy that if you can do better as far as putting out better energy, great, fantastic. But trying to perceive how people perceive you is taking away from it. Yeah, cut the cords. Cut those energetic cords as far as trying to assess. Yeah, yes. And guardian angel also showing up here. So you're like, you have a degree of protection. So if anybody like, is directing not so great energy, kind of like, bounce it off. I got to do some cord cutting videos because people need to kind of just like distance themselves from certain things or energies. All right, all right. All right, so Jim, you would be next if you're still present. If not, it'd be Tobias. So just let me know like who is still here. Be Jim, Tobias, and then no, it's Starry Night, and then creative, and then Ariel. Mm-mm-mm. Roll call. That's right. Thank you for that. Shabuya, shabuya, roll call. Supreme. All right, Jim and Tobias, thank you. Creative. I'm not there yet. Please chill, because when it comes back to scrolling, I'm gonna be like, no, post it again. Post it again. So please hold questions unless y'all, chilling and discussing amongst yourself. Carry on. But otherwise, hold your questions until I can make some headway with this queue, please, and thank y'all. All right, so Jim, let's get your general. Unless you thought of a question. Unless you thought of a particular question. Otherwise, shabuya. Those were the days. Like anything 90s, 2000s, early 2000s was, just to specify the best era. All right, Ida, please, yeah, because I want to make sure that I have enough time to take care of everyone. Right now, I just want to, I'm not adding any more names. I'm just going to make sure that I take care of my current queue. And it's possible because not everybody sticks around. If you want to, chill, grab a snack, and come back and see me in about like 15, 20, see where I'm at. For Jim Keys and thank you. General vibes. This is general vibes. Oh, okay. Charge. There is a fire up under that butt. Emperor wants to appear. I was like, okay, I don't even know. I didn't even realize that turned over. I'm just gonna place it there. Like pop up. Okay. Who's ready for war? Like, I don't know if there's this like theme here, like fired up. It's giving like Busta Rhymes fired up, kind of. Yeah, this major energy. World to the moon. Damn. Alright, so Knight of Wands, that's that charge energy, fired up. 10 of Pentacles to the Emperor. Ooh, somebody sees like there's a vision forming here. There's like a plan coming into a mind here that is like 5 of Wands to the 2 of Pentacles, like worth waiting for. This feels like, what is fulfilling your like on a soul level now? Like you're tapping into soul level plans. This feels very purposeful. It feels like, you are coming online in ways. The man with a plan, or at least making one. So that's what's up. Decisions. Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. But this is like, aligning decisions. Yeah, belonging. Look at that. We got the two houses. You may be looking to acquire more property, or you have your sights set on buying a house at some point in time. Belonging, but yeah, it's definitely feeling more so like I said, on that soul level with belonging. Like it feels like you have kind of, I don't know, found something. You found something like on a soul level that like really you feel like is worth fighting for with this. What else? What else? What else? What else? Ooh, conclusion. Writing a new, yeah, this is about, and if you are, is it giving writer vibes? You may be considering writing, or you have like, this is good. No, because initially I said, like short stories. If you have short stories in you, yeah, this is giving like short story energy. But focus and obedience showing up here. Oh yeah, Emperor energy. Very emperor, very in control, very like, focused, man. Focused. Focus. A lot of fire energy. And if you're not a fire sign, then you're just adapting more fire energy. You may be feeling or having moments where you're, surprising yourself with how fired up you are. How gassed up, how lit up you are. You're like, yes, it's time to make moves. It's time to make some decisions here. It's time to get it popping. Friendship and union showing up here. Intuition and downloads. Yeah, I really like, look at this collective upgrading. I love this. There's been a lot of upgrades in these readings tonight. Ah, yes. Expect miracles. Ooh. Yeah. This is feeling really good. So, the plan that you have right now, yes. Yes, yes, yes. The universe is like confirming, or the one that's forming, all right? This it's also showing spiritual growth. So this is making you grow in more ways than one. This is like a multi-level upgrade here that you're experiencing. What I tell y'all, like after the eclipse, these upgrades. Yes. Eclipse brought some upgrades. So I love that for you. Listen, find a way to expel that energy. In like, because yes, a lot of fire around you right now. You may be feeling like just antsy for no reason sometimes, but it's because you're supposed to be redirecting your energy into that of which you plan. Like you're supposed to listen, your soul knows, okay? This is and if you're not, if the clarity has not hit you yet, it will. It will. But just know that even the small changes that you've made recently, they're adding up to big wins. So it's about like just continuing on in the energy that you're in right now and being open for clarity. Like the trust the universe part coming out really big because yeah, it may feel like you don't know what you're doing, but like your soul knows on a level like yeah, this is this is it. All right, so welcome if you're just joining. I had to pause the queue for a second because I want to make sure I'm taking as it is. I have like maybe minutes left, so I want to make sure I get as many people as possible. All right, so Tobias wants to know, what does my future financial path look like if I stay on my current trajectory? All right, let's ask. What is the financial outlook if Tobias stays on the current path? And thank you for the intentional question. You're so very welcome, Jim. Thank you for see that when I say intentional questions like that, because recognize that your current energy is going to dictate like your path ahead. All right. So if you change in energy, this is where decisions comes in, your choices, whatever you're deciding, however you're deciding to show up for the day is basically navigating your timeline. So just know that your choices, that's why we have free will. So decide wisely, my peoples. Wise choices. Ouch, yeah. What is the trajectory of Tobias's financial stays the course? Damn. Fly. Ooh. Empress energy. You're gonna get somebody else pregnant. Be careful. With that is ripe. It's also ripe for ideas. Like Empress energy is definitely birthing creation to something new. It doesn't have to be like I'm joking mostly. When it comes to the Empress, it's like that portal of creation, something creating something big for yourself. Oh, it's just like a loud bang out of nowhere. But be careful. Five of Pentacles. All right, I'm gonna get clarifiers on this because landed on the Empress. Okay. Oh no. So it looks more so like be careful. The Five of Swords landed on top of the Empress, and I was like, let me get a clarifier for that. And they said, no worries, we got you. Yeah, that's looking more so like be careful that you're being careful with the Five of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. Like you may mess up here. Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you got to be careful right now with your decision makings. When it comes to creation, be very intentional about your seed, your creation, about what you're putting out there. Like if you're making haste decisions, Five of Swords, that's like self-sabotage. So be careful about putting yourself in any compromising situations or situations that would sabotage your, desired timeline. Because this is giving whatever you're doing right now, it's like gonna leave you on the opposite side of where you want to be. Eight of Cups I've Three of Wands. I mean, it's like things are still kind of sorting itself out because there's things that still need to be figured out here. You may be like moving at a pace or trying to move your timeline along a little too fast without paying attention to the basics around you. The Six of Pentacles, making sure that you're making five to the Six of Pentacles, that you're making good decisions here with judgment. And this is like meaning grounded decisions because three of Swords. The way that your energy is showing up right now, two threes, actually three threes. So you may have like too much energy around you right now, or again, these two are what are concerning. If you are putting yourself in a position where you may sabotage your journey with either unplanned pregnancy or something that will sabotage you, just be very careful. Your decisions right now are very, very important for the path ahead, because it seems like, I don't know, Eight of Cups too. The way that you're moving, be careful. Be careful out there in these streets, y'all. Be careful. All right, so individuality, I should say, showed up on its side here. If you are, all right, this sounds like, with this energy, like focusing on your path right now, because with movement and denial, it's like if you're letting things distract you, if you're not making the decisions conducive to the upgrades you want to see, and thinking that, oh well, this choice or decision is not going to affect it, like, yeah, no, it is. Like, from one here to conclusion, which is 12. All right, you're like, this feels like a cycle. This feels like a cycle that keeps happening with this. As soon as like you start a new chapter, going into it brand new, but it's like it feels like a repeat of what happened last time. So gotta break the cycle. Break the cycle. Breaks the loop. Let me get an angel message. Yeah, you need an overhaul here. You need a transformation. You have to break the cycle here. Growth is needed, because whatever, and we're basing this off of current energy. So whatever decisions you're making right now, gotta upgrade. That is a possibility, because we have an Empress here with a Five of Swords energy. So be careful that somebody's also not trying to trap two fives, three threes. So be careful. Make wise decisions here, because when the Three of Swords, Five of Swords is present, it's like possibly getting yourself into situations that require healing after, or that completely deviate you from the road that you're trying to be on. Because this is giving like this is the only what is it, royal card in here, the Knight of Wands. This is about making hasty decisions when it comes to surrounding energies. So yes, please and thank you. You're welcome. All right. Is it creative? I believe it's, no, it's Starry Night if you're still present, and then creative. Um, yeah. The instant delete. Like, how are you gonna tell me, while I'm sitting here scrolling through comments, seeing whose name pops up first. Is Starry Night still present? If not, then yes, then we can jump to creative. And Ariel, I'm gonna try to get to you as well. Paging Starry Night. Paging Starry Night. I mean, that's what it's looking like. I'm just trying to, while I'm shuffling, giving them the opportunity to confirm or deny, or just not saying anything at all. Why is this? I gotta fix this before my next live. All right, so creative, it is you. How does Placid, my ex, interest feel about that's the actual name? Sorry. How does it feel about me romantically currently? No contact. I'm starting to miss him again. Okay, let's see. Is that their name? Is their name Placid, or is that a mistype? Are they named after the lake? Because then that, I mean, as okay, so maybe named after the lake, or if there has to be a story behind that. There has to be a story, but that's all right. We're just tapping into the energy. What is the feelings or I take all that, but I'll take all of that as one. What is the energy of passive towards creative? No, no, that's you. I'm sorry, like, all right, so all of this came out here. Knight of Pentacles to the Star to the Five of Pentacles, Seven and Eight of Wands. That all came out together. So Three of Cups to the Devil, and then the Sun in reverse. Um, this feels like you may be like looking out, especially with the Page of Wands to and the Five of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands to the Five of Cups, like kind of like thinking this is like the energy of like thinking that that was the one that got away, but it's giving like also that if you've seen anything recently or like if you're on their socials or anything like where you can see them enjoying themselves or out with friends having a good time, that has been like a trigger point for you. So now it's thinking you're missing out with the Sun in reverse. Actually, let me use this deck. Starry Night, actually, I called you, but you didn't respond, so I had to move on to the next read. And unfortunately, my time is running out, so I will have to get you on another night. What is creative's advice here? Creative's advice when it comes to Placid. Is this somebody that was like already involved? Because foundation coming out here, established family, like they already have like a family or maybe children or an ex somewhere in the picture. Second chance. This feels more so like a second chance and soulmates coming around here. This feels like something separate. It definitely wasn't with this. What is for this situation? It's like longing popped up over here. That's like you're wanting it. But one day, this is showing here, one day you will meet. You're in it seems like in line to meet someone that feels like a soulmate connection. This ain't it. This ain't it. Self growth here showing up with nourish and beginnings, which says a new direction, try again, start over. All right, so yeah, the one that you're thinking about, nope, not it. That is your own like emotions, like kind of coming back up on you. It's Mercury retrograde. All right, so this that's nothing surprising. That's nothing, out of the ordinary for that to happen, especially if you didn't deal with Five of Cups showing up here. Five of Cups to the moon. You're not dealing with the or allowing yourself to feel closure the first time. If it's something that you haven't gotten over yet, it's time to start healing. Time to start healing. This is giving wish upon a star. I wish that, I'd done things differently. I wish I had, no shoulda, woulda, couldas is done. But learning experience, let that be, lessons are to me wins as well. Like I don't think we actually like really lose or fail until we give up. Like, as long as you learn something, it's a win and you don't repeat it. Don't repeat it. You learn and then you move forward and you blossom and you grow. Yay. To repeat the cycle and have to learn it again? No. You're very welcome. All right. So Ariel wants to know, is reconciliation or another conversation between Gemini? Did you ask about this person before? Or am I don't know if I'm getting you mixed up because that is very possible on a day like today that would happen. But I don't. Okay. All right. So I'm getting you confused with somebody else. That's a good problem to have. Like having done at this point so many readings that the lines are blurring. All right, so this will probably, let me check. Yeah, this will have to be my last reading for the night, but I will be back on Thursday. So join me Thursday. And if you're new here, like the vibe, subscribe. My little last plug for the night. All right, is reconciliation or a conversation happening with Kayla and Ariel? I wonder if that was supposed to be upright or reverse. Ace of Cups coming out there. Hello, welcome. I'm actually at the ending portion of my readings for tonight, but if you'd like to subscribe and come back, you are welcome to do so. I am on lives regularly, so yep, come on back. All right, this reconciliation for Ariel and Kayla. Damn. No, you're on on to bigger and better. And I think you know this. I think you know this because yeah, y'all are wow. This is really clear. Y'all are operating on different frequency levels, and you know this. You kind of like if you felt like you had to dumb yourself down at any certain point in time, that's yeah. Page of Swords to the Hierophant. Like the way that these two flew away from each other, the Eight of Cups and the Star, it was like, no, you walking away was for your highest good. And actually part of your protection as well. It's just, you know, your whatever good memories you share. Mercury retrograde, again, it's popping back up. It's, you know, you may be feeling an abundance of emotions right now. So you're wondering if it's has to do anything with that, but no, this is on to bigger and better. Forever. Ooh, yeah, no. Five of Pentacles showing up here. It's like that not only lessening of your intellect, but just like kind of had to maybe you were the generous one as well, having to foot the bill, or they weren't really like on a level financially that is, you know, in your a desired kind of range. Like, you know, this is Hierophant energy. Like, you want to be living large. You want to have like upscale. This is giving upscale experiences that, you know, you kind of had to scale back on with the Hermit and do your own thing because they couldn't keep up. Aw. You know, it's okay to miss, you know, somebody for like I feel like there's good memories attached to this. You may have known this person from childhood. Like you know, you felt like you had a connection that was going to last and stand the test of time. But unfortunately, this person is not on your trajectory. Since that word was introduced earlier in the live, I like let's bring that back in. Your trajectory is with the star energy, all right? And there's yeah. Mercury retrograde, and especially like, listen, people, and this is a collective message. If you are avoiding healing from any past connections or you have avoided healing, it's going to come back up right now. Any healing that you've like intentionally avoided is going to make an appearance through energy spirals like this, especially Mercury retrograde. So not only communication, you know, travel delays possible, like local, international, whatever, but also just past energies coming back up. So make sure that you're dealing with things and, you know, reflecting on things and giving yourself your own closure so that they're not making a return back and you're like, wait, what is this? What is this? So yeah, you just like you're still, you know, kind of like dealing with energy. I feel like both of you as well, because again, this was not like just some run-of-the-mill friendship. Y'all were, you know, this was something that lasted for a while. So it's gonna take a while, you know, but on to bigger and better things. Look at that differences showing up here. You may have had cultural differences or differences that you couldn't really like, you know, you or because I get with this star energy, like you're upgrading, like your preferences are changing. Like, you know, you what you wanted before, the energies you were okay with being around with before, that's not the case anymore. So, you know, kind of had to it feels like it started off as a distancing, but now it's like, yeah, no. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. The love is always there. Movement showing. Keep on moving. Like you're supposed to be heading up. The love is still there. Maybe they'll come and meet you where you're at. Maybe they will come and meet you where you're at. But for now, you got things to do. Fledgling energy. This is like, you know, a new level you're on vibration wise with the star. So you will meet new people that are on that level. But it's all love, you know. there will always be that, and that landed on the that's on the Six of Cups. So what was there? Ah, that makes sense. That difference is, yeah. There was like, ooh, major differences. But if you think about it, it's something like that because I have family that is, um, and I love them. I love my fam. But I know with that core difference that, we can only get to, a certain level of closeness because I'm not on that and they're not on this wave. So it is what it is. Major conflicts. But yeah, yeah. Today was viewers' choice. Now it's about now it's about to be me on my next platform. If you still wanted to read and you wanted to join me over in TikTok, I know the dreaded platform. My the link for that. What I'll just say, I'm done here for tonight. I'm going over to TikTok. That's my next platform. The link for that is in my channel description. So yeah, next time I'll be back on Thursday. So if y'all want to, come enjoy the vibes on a Thursday. I'm not sure what the theme is about, but so boy, what is good? I'm sorry, I saw you earlier and I was like trying to focus, but yes. Welcome. Good to see y'all. So listen, y'all, have a great night. Thank you to everyone that participated. Thank you for, the likes, the love, the new subs. Growing a nice little community here. So about to go grow the next one. That one is actually growing pretty quick. So yes, have a great night and I will see y'all soon.